Hello, and thank you for watching Forward, the television show exclusively for your Mississippi State University College of Education. Later on today's episode, you'll hear from our director of the Autism and Developmental Disabilities Clinic. And to begin today, I have Dr. Tina Scholtes. She's the director of our world-class teaching program. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Oh, we're so welcome. Okay, Dr. Scholtes, you're the director of our world-class teaching program. So why don't you just kind of give us a little overview about what your program does and how it's beneficial to our students and alumni as well.
Okay. What my program does is we support candidates going through the National Board certification process. We provide summer standards workshops. I have a couple of grants I work on. One focuses on literacy. So we do literacy workshops. We also have PLCs that meet throughout the year that teachers participate in. And we help with the summer school program. This year we're going to help in Louisville and Neshoba Central.
Wow, it sounds like you've got a ton of fun stuff to do all the time.
We do. So, we stay busy.
Yeah, so as far as teaching goes, I know you recently co-hosted a national conference in Jackson, Mississippi. I was able to come down and kind of visit with you all with that. So tell us just a little bit about how you got into that venture and what you all did at the conference.
Okay, it was an extension of the literacy grant that we have that runs through my program, and National Board contacted us and the College of Education and said, would y'all be interested in helping us host a national conference in Jackson, Mississippi? So it was the first annual Lifted Conference, and we hope that it will be a yearly thing. We had approximately 400 participants, and people from all over the country came in, and we had great presenters, and the whole focus was literacy.
I know, the governor sent his wishes there, as well as Secretary Hoseman, our Mississippi Secretary of State, was also there to honor these teachers, so these candidates that we have from the university within the College of Education.
Yes.
So.
As part of it, we gave a Lifted Educator Award. There are 6 world-class teaching programs throughout the state, and each one selected one person to honor. And we selected Kelly Gartman, who teaches right here in Starkville at Sudeth Elementary School.
That's wonderful. Okay, so why do you think that it's so important for our teachers to become nationally board certified?
National Board certification is a strenuous, very in-depth process where you look at your teaching and you do a reflection on your teaching. And the reason I think is, personally, what it did for me was it made me really look at my own philosophy. There are standards that you have to meet, and I revised my teaching a lot the year I went through National Board. There were things that I was doing that had no real strong student impact. They were just things that I liked doing with my students. So it makes you be very focused on student impact, and it's just a great program.
Good. Well, how can you be contacted if teachers are interested in becoming nationally board certified or learning more about your programs that you do through the College of Education?
They can email me. It's tfs2@msstate.edu, and we have a web page, which is www.wctp, I had to think, World Class Teaching Program, at msstate.edu.
Yes. Okay. Now, what about this summer? Do you have some workshops, training coming up?
We do. We have a renewal workshop coming up. That's for people that are certified but have to do the renewal process. You have to renew every so often. And also we have summer standards. We have 4 summer standards. It's like a prep course for National Board. We have 4 of those this summer, and the information is on my website.
Awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing all the wonderful things that you continue to do. So our teachers right here in the College of Education that are graduating and, are most recently becoming teachers, they should definitely take advantage of this process. So do you have to teach 3 years?
You have to teach 3 years. You have to have 3 years under your belt. So.
Yeah, but don't forget about Dr. Scholtes.
Don't forget about me. Contact me.
Yes.
And it's great because Mississippi State, the graduates at Mississippi State come in second as far as National Board Certified teachers. We have almost 700 that graduated from Mississippi State that are National Board Certified.
Well, that speaks volume about your program as well as the MSU College of Education. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
you.
We'll
be back in a few minutes.
If you want to have a big impact in the world, you have to start small. At Mississippi State University, we're starting in the Gulf of Mexico, where a small but crucial barrier island is quickly fading from view. Millions of state dollars are spent dredging sand to replace the vanishing shores of Deer Island. But we think we can do better. We're applying cutting-edge sediment tracers to map the flow of currents and predict the course of sand that's carried out to sea, a process that will help us better understand the drastic transformation taking place. While this is a more cost-effective way to prevent the loss of an island, it's about so much more than saving dollars. It's about taking the first step in a long process to preserve our environment and secure a better, brighter tomorrow. We might be starting small, but rest assured, at Mississippi State University, we're dreaming big. It's hard to fathom. By the year 2050, Earth will be home to 3 billion more people than today. And with rising populations and dwindling resources, one of the most pressing questions is a stark one. How will we feed everyone? At Mississippi State University, we're preparing a meal table where there's a seat for all of us. As one of the nation's leading research universities, our scientists are deploying technology to enhance crop production, developing vaccines to protect aquaculture, working to boost water resources here at home and in communities around the globe. And by partnering with the League of International Universities and the United Nations, we're guaranteeing that global food security is a priority for years to come. As our world grows, so do the challenges. But when it comes to how we will feed everyone, rest assured, Mississippi State has all options on the table.
Welcome back, and thank you again for watching Forward. As I mentioned earlier, our second guest on today's episode is Dr. Dan Gattke, the director of our Autism and Developmental Disabilities Clinic here at MSU.
Hey, Paige.
How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing really well.
Good.
Okay, so I definitely wanted to have you on the show to just kind of tell us just a little bit, an overview. First off, how did the clinic get started? Because it's making such a big impact. It's right here, housed in the College of Education. So how did you guys kind of come up with the idea and get it started?
Well, I was hired back in 2013. I joined the faculty in the school psych program here at Mississippi State. And as part of this idea to enhance training in our school psychology program and a place for me to do my research and for us to provide service to the community, we had been working with a handful of families that were impacted by autism or other disabilities, about 5 or 6, and started seeing them, and it kind of just took a life of its own.
Wow,
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, now I know you've recently been supported by the MSU Panhellenic Council, as well as you just got a generous donation from Steel Dynamics. So tell us about the giving that comes through the Autism Clinic and how you guys are able to, essentially keep the doors open from your gifts.
Yeah, so that's really important. We don't have a budget, so we keep our doors open through gifts, through grants, and while we're talking about it, I think throwing a shout out to the Mississippi Council of Developmental Disabilities, they've given us over $200,000 the last 2 years, which has really helped us sustain and be able to get additional gifts like Steel Dynamics, awarded us $50,000 over the last 2 years, and now being Panhellenic's Forever Charity. These gifts allow us to hire our graduate students, buy materials, provide intervention, and keep things going every single semester.
So what are some of the things that you guys do? What kind of services do you provide, and how do your graduate assistants play a role in that at the Autism Clinic?
Yeah, so the graduate students are the lifeblood of our program. So a rundown of services, I had said we started off about 5 or 6 kids. Now we see over 100 people a week, all the way from preschoolers through emerging adults with autism or any type of disability whatsoever. Primarily we see kids and folks through individual intervention. So they come in for an hour a week and get an individualized plan to help them with whatever need they have. It might be academics, behavior, life skills. We do social skills groups, and we provide something called the Autism Liaison Services, which is a partnership we have with Disability Support Services to provide services to any Mississippi State student that's enrolled in the university that identifies as having autism. And we don't have a full-time staff or anything like that, so all of our graduate students training in our school psych program, they are the ones that all provide the services. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty neat. Now, a lot of them you said are school psychology students. So how have you seen them kind of grow through having your clinic, and how do you feel like, is this hands-on, work, is it really impacting the students in the program?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can't replace this idea of actually having a place in your program where you can go every single day and get hands-on training. A lot of times in all types of programs, students have to wait till some sort of intern experience post or after the time they're actually on their campus. But our students from their first year all the way through their fourth year,
Wow,
they
I didn't
start
realize
seeing
that.
clients. Yeah.
First year.
Yeah,
Wow.
so they are involved in secondary cases. So by the time they leave here, some of them have over 2,000 hours worth of practicum experiences. So,
Wow, that's
yeah.
definitely a draw to your program,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So, okay, so what are kind of your hopes? I know I've gotten to visit the Autism Clinic several times. You guys do so many amazing things. So what are kind of your hopes for the future? Where do you see the clinic going? Kind of
Yeah,
give us like
absolutely. Well, to kind of tie back to where we started with the giving and the grants and the students, the way we see so many people every single week is because of our graduate students. And one of the primary ways we use our giving is to hire our students as graduate assistants, because then they can work for us and see 5, 10, 15 clients instead of just 1 or 2. And even seeing over 100 clients, we have a wait list of over 50, 60 kids that grows every single week. So my most immediate hope is sustainability. You know,
Yeah.
we figure this out every single semester. So I look forward to us at first being in a place where maybe not every semester, every year, we're figuring out if next year we're going to be able to keep doing it.
Yeah.
So that'd be great. And then after that, really figuring out a way to expand our services so we can capture these folks that are on the wait list and grow what we provide.
Wow. Well, and I believe you told me this. Is it the first person with autism is from Mississippi, or
Yeah.
first person diagnosed with
The
it?
first person ever diagnosed with autism is from Forest, Mississippi,
Wow.
Donald Triplett.
Wow.
And yeah, you can look him up. He's got a really great
That's
story.
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely think that your research, the hands-on experience you're offering students, is going to, take us to great heights.
Thanks.
So
Great. I
we're
hope so.
excited about that. Thank you so much for watching Forward Television Show. If you'd like to visit or learn more information about the MSU College of Education, visit our website, educ.msstate.edu. And of course, you can follow our journey along on Twitter and Facebook. Thank you so much.